Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about Riff Raff. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. So, this movie has quite a few recognizable people in here. So, let's talk about them. First, we have Jennifer Coolidge. She is mainly known as being Stifler's mom in the American Pie movies, and also her role in the Legally Blonde movies as well. So, yeah. And a lot of this stuff, she's been like a supporting actress type. And Robot, I'm struggling to remember. Oh, I know who she voiced. I know damn well who she voiced. It's all coming back to me. I know who she voiced. She voiced in that. It's a date movie, epic. Oh my god. A flood of childhood memories has just hit me right now with epic movie where she portrayed instead of like the white witch, in Narnia, she was the white bitch. That's literally her character name. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there was epic movie. Uh Oh gosh, she voiced an emoji movie too. Like what is going on? But recently, she's been mainly known for being in The White Lotus, which is considered one of the biggest and best HBO shows that's out right now. So yeah, yeah, Jennifer Coolidge, she's very much recognizable. Ed Harris, I literally just talked about this man one video ago. I'm not going to go in detail again because that's a waste of effort. But I'm just going to pinpoint like his biggest like success stories just to make things clear. The Abyss, Firm, Apollo 13, The Rock, Truman Show, Stepmom, A Beautiful Mind, National Treasure 2, I'm not counting Gravity because that was just a voice. The Pain Gain, I guess, and that's really it. So yeah, he's very recognizable. So I label him as a pro. What else do we got? Gabrielle Union. I don't think I've ever talked about her on this. I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I haven't. So if this is the first time, then cool. So yeah, Gabrielle Union. She's been around for a long time. I feel like her big breakout role was probably Bring It On, where it was like her up against like Kristen Dunst, and I know Bring It On is like a big cult classic movie. But what else do we got? This is Love and Basketball. I know that's a cult classic. 10 Things I Hate About You. She's all that. A lot of like not really late '90s or 2000s like teen movies in a way. After that, I know she was in Bad Boys 2. Uh, just scrolling through these. We got some Tyler Perry movies in here. Actually, only one. My bad. Just one. Think Like a Man movies. It's Almost Christmas. It's Birth of a Nation. I don't. Oh yeah, that's the movie with Nate Parker. Got all that controversy right before because I don't want to go over the whole thing. It's a mess. But that movie ended up being a big old flop anyway. It's Breaking In. I forgot. Does anyone remember that they made a remake of Cheaper by the Dozen on Disney Plus? The fact that it was on only Disney Plus should really tell you a lot right there. Um yeah, I say she's recognizable. Yeah, she's a recognizable face. So who else do we got? Louise James Paul. Who is that? I don't know what this guy looks like at all. I don't think I've ever seen this guy. At least I haven't noticed him. Like fucking Bob from Top Gun Maverick. How am I supposed to know who that is? Right? Like, no. Yeah, I have no idea what this Lewis. I have no idea what he looks like. I'm gonna guess it's this guy, like in between Pete Davidson and Gabriel. I'm guessing it's him. um, Pete Davidson. Okay, Mr. SNL over here. So Pete Davidson's obviously known for his SNL work. Everyone knows that. But in the movie world, what do we got? Uh, there's Trainwreck, but I think that was like a super minor role. The Suicide Squad. He was Blackguard. Man got killed off real early in the movie. Spoiler alert. Sorry, but I mean the movie's called The Suicide Squad. The death is kind of a big thing in that movie. It's kind of important. But yeah, but the Suicide Squad, even though it was a flop in theaters, it wasn't its fault though. Uh, let's see. This is Bodies, 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 which I think did all right. It was an A24 movie, so it did okay. He voiced and apparently voiced in Transformers: Rise of the Beast. I didn't watch Rise of the Beast, so I have zero memory of this at all because I didn't bother watching it. And he voiced in Dogman, but those were voiceover roles, so I can't really comment on those very much. But yeah, Pete Davidson, he is recognizable. This man's gotten into a lot of relationships. For a little bit, he was with Kim Kardashian. So I don't know what he has that that lets him like hook up with all these like women who are like way above him. I don't know what he has, but yeah, I just find that interesting. And then we got Bill Murray in here for some reason. I don't know. I guess he needed a quick paycheck. But yeah, Bill Murray. Everyone knows who Bill Murray is. I mean, even before Ghostbusters, there was a Caddyshack. But Ghostbusters, that's his main claim to fame, pretty much. That's what really like, shot him into the stratosphere. And then what else do we got? This Ghostbusters 2. It was Scrooged a success? I'm not sure if it was. It might be. Um okay, this is interesting. Apparently like nowadays it's considered like an alternative to traditional Christmas films. Others arguing Scrooge was ahead of its time, making it relevant in the modern day. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So, apparently it was a hit and it's become like, a bit one of the good Christmas movies out there. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should give it a watch at some point. But anywho, Groundhog Day. Everyone knows about Groundhog Day. Like, that's a classic too. I haven't watched Groundhog Day. I can hear you screaming at me right now because I said that. But again, I can't watch every movie. But I know Groundhog Day is a movie I probably should watch. Space Jam. That was a weird one. He basically played himself and he was like playing golf with Michael Jordan. Then Michael Jordan got sucked into the golf hole by the Looney Tunes, and then Bill Murray just showed up at the end to help him with the basketball. It was strange, but he was there. Charlie's Angels, Osmosis Jones. I know that movie was a flop, but I liked it. I only really liked the animated portions. The live action portions were because they made Bill Murray's character so revolting, legitimately revolting. It's not pleasant to watch. Then we got World 10 Bombs, Lost in Translation. That was like a big Oscar movie. I don't. Did he win? I don't think he did, but I know it was a big awards flick. But I will check. Let me see. Uh, it was not. He was nominated for Best Actor, but he didn't win. But yeah, Lost in Translation is probably another movie I need to watch at some point. um, Garfield the movie where he thought he was talking to Joel Cohen, but he ended up talking to the wrong Joel Cohen, and then it was too late, and he just said, "Fuck it, I might as well commit." That's basically the story that's gone around for years regarding the Garfield movie. He even made a joke about it in Zombieland. He's like, yeah, I bet he regrets, and he's like, Garfield maybe. That was a classic moment right there. But yeah, the Garfield movies, those existed. Let's just say that. Um, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, that's like a Wes Anderson movie that didn't do that great. Uh, I never seen Get Smart, so I didn't even know he was in that movie. Zombieland, one of the greatest cameo roles ever in the history of movies. I will stand by that. I will absolutely stand by that. He's been in a lot of Wes Anderson movies. If you haven't noticed, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom. Um, Monuments Men was not one of those movies. The Grand Budapest Hotel was. Saint Vincent, I think, did all right. He was in Dumb and Dumber too. I did not know that. He was in Aloha, a movie no one watched. He voiced in Jungle Book. He voiced Baloo in that movie. Jungle Book being one of the only really good Disney live action remakes, and like ever since they started going all in on them. Ghostbusters 26. Oh no, he basically made like a cameo appearance. And it was just for like no it was Ghostbusters 2016. That's a movie that deserves to be forgotten. Apparently he was in Zombieland 2. I did not know that, so I just spoiled myself right there. Um, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Frozen Empire. He reprised his role in the original movies. He was in Ant-Man 3. That dude, in Ant-Man 3, he did not. He looked like he did not want to be there. I don't blame him because Ant-Man 3 was absolute ass. So yeah, I wouldn't blame him for like phoning it in that movie. But yeah, Bill Murray, he's a legend pretty much. So yeah, I'd label him as a pro. So lots of recognizable faces in here, so that's a pro. Um, is that really it? I think that's all I got with pros. Okay, cons. Reviews are not great. 55% critic score. What are the ratings? It's a real mixed bag. 3 stars, 3 stars, 1.5 stars, 3, 4, 5, 2.5, 4, 1.5, 3, half star. Uh, 3 stars, 2. I don't want to read all these reviews. So it's a very mixed bag, pretty much. I'm getting a very mixed energy to it. If this was like something like bigger, more important, then I'd probably go over the audience reviews a little more. But I really don't care. So yeah, review reactions is not great. So I'll label that as a con. Another con: marketing. Where is I didn't know this existed until like a day or so ago. So that should tell you a lot right there. So that's a con. Another con is that no one cares about the movies right now. The box office is real stagnant, and it's probably going to continue being stagnant for a while until like some big movie comes out that like, everyone wants to watch, and I feel like it'll be a while before we get that movie. So yeah. Yeah, box office is going to be in a slump. So yeah, weak box office, labeling that as a con. And I think that's it. I think. Can't think of anything else really. Oh, I guess I can mention roadside attractions. What have they released? Okay, they've had a couple hits, but mostly misses, according to this. And yeah, I don't see this changing much. So yeah, yeah. So I guess I'll label them as a kind of a con too. Okay, so opening weekend. I think this is in like 1,000 theaters. So don't quote me on that, but I'm gonna check anyway just to make sure. Riff, right? Okay, just over 1,000 theaters. Okay, so this has a shot at making $1 million. I'm not confident that it will. So yeah, I'm gonna say 500K to 1 million and a final total of like 1 million plus. And that's it. So we're done for the weekend. Yay. Ugh, what a waste. And next week is really not a whole lot better. Except for Mickey 17. I'm actually interested in both watching it and talking about it. But I feel like that movie's gonna be a flop no matter what, which is low key upsetting, but that's just how it is sometimes. And let's just look at March, because March is going to be a loss. Like it will absolutely be a loss compared to last year because your biggest movies are Mickey 17, for Novocaine, the Snow White movie that the internet has dogpiled on for like 2 years running. The Woman in the Yard, and like that's kind of it. I mean, I guess there's Working Man, Death of the Unicorn, but March is pathetic, straight pathetic. Especially compared to last year. Last year you had Dune Part 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, Godzilla X Kong New Empire. These movies making like all this money, and then nothing in March is gonna come. This March is gonna come close to those. So March is gonna be embarrassing. So that's not good. That's not fun to think about. So yeah. Yeah. Apparently, I'm gonna have to talk about 5 movies next week. Fun, real fun, big fun. So yeah, not looking forward to that at all, but gotta do it. So yeah, so that's it. That's all. And make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year, the past few years. You want to watch any of those videos? Go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. Um, February recap will be like in the first 2-ish weeks of March. I might as well mention March. We're technically in March right now. So March recap, that will probably be within the first 2 weeks as well. So probably Easter, I think, is on the weekend of the 18th. So it should be before Easter. I'll just say that. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. There's also box office, the canceled series, all 250 episodes I made about all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. You want to binge watch that whole series, I highly recommend it, so go do it. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.